almost every biker recognizes the crucial role of wearing the right gear once they have taken a fall.
Smart rider principles. All right, real quick. Here's the footage from my crash on 4/26/21. Always wear your gear. I could have been a lot worse in shape if it wasn't for my gloves, jacket, and boots. Luckily, I didn't hit my head, but if I did, I would have had my helmet to protect me. I get the bike fixed up, looking pretty again. Hopefully, I can still enjoy the rest of this class. I can't read it because of the bar. And then it says, DanDanTheFireman is really cool.
I want to go to a track because I think my
Sharp right, sharp left.
problem is I'm not confident right now.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Oh. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Remember, it's their emergency, not yours, if you see something like that. Oh, his knee. Where you need the pants. His buddy didn't crash. So what do you think happened there? Why did his bike lose traction all of a sudden?
Why the you call your dad. I'm not like
He's on Cardo.
Where's your phone at? In my pocket. You don't have a phone. Yeah. In my pocket.
So if you guys want a Cardo, we do have discounts on that through the DDFM crew link. Discount is automatically applied, but it looks like they're talking to each other through Bluetooth. That knee.
Oh, I'm missing
a
chunk of skin out of my.
Yep. His hands are fine. Knee, not so much.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a small thing of road rash. It's very painful though. Nerve endings. It looks like level 2. Nerve endings. Are exposed.
Oh no. I'm so dead. I'm never gonna be able to ride again, dude.
Why?
There's no way they're gonna let me ride again.
Hey, a crash is like, if you fall down, you crash, make a mistake, and you live to tell about it, and you're not permanently injured, we can learn. We can learn from that, not do it again. So the whole goal here is to kind of pay attention, see what happens. So there's more to it than just maneuvering a motorcycle. Hey, there's a turn coming up. Let's just go ahead and maneuver it to the right. Hey, there's a turn coming up to the left. Let's maneuver it to the left. Hey, there's an intersection coming up. It's a red light. Let's go ahead and apply some progressive brake pressure. Part of that is, hey, there's a turn. Hey, there's a light. Hey, there's another turn. You have to see that first. So whenever I say pay attention, look ahead, scan ahead, play chess, not checkers when it comes to motorcycle riding, we have this right here. It's indicated that it's a 25-mile-an-hour zone for this turn. It's a sharp right, sharp left. We're going 62 miles per hour. So we're going more than double than what it's recommended. I'm not saying we have to go 25. I'm saying maybe let's go 50. Let's say 45. Maybe knock it down to 40. And then when we navigate that first sharp right, and that sharp left is not going to look too bad. Just maintain it until you get through the sharp left, sharp right, or sharp right, sharp left, and then go ahead and pick your speed back up. So make sure we're actually looking for signage. Treat it like it's that UI in a video game. You see that, hey, there's a sharp turn coming up ahead. Okay, you're prepped and ready for it, like in a video game. All right, so we're going to get up to here.
My problem is I'm not confident right now.
So he's not confident right now. He's slowing down to 55. Very good so far. So right now, the speed, I don't think speed is too much of the factor because he's actually slowing down. It's still kind of a factor because it's for him. And exactly, Flash, it's going to be a brown stage thing that's happening. So he's going to witness his buddy do something a little awkward, and it's going to cause him to panic and apply the brakes. So this is something that you typically see with new riders, is that they're going to see something up ahead. They ride in a group, and somebody up ahead, it's like, oh, man, they're going too fast. They're so focused on the other rider up ahead, they're not focused on what they're doing. Write in the comments if you've been riding with a group or you're like in the back and you see somebody up ahead. It's like, oh, my gosh, they're going too fast. They're going fast. And you just stare at them through the turn, and you just somehow make it through the turn, but you stare at them. That's what's happening here. So if you're staring at your buddy up front, if you're staring at your friend, and they make a mistake, guess what? You're going to make a mistake. If they make a mistake and you're focused on yourself, they make a mistake and crash, it's their emergency. You're not going to make a mistake and you're not going to crash. And then you're going to go out there and you're going to hopefully rescue your buddy if he's severely injured. But hopefully both of you guys talked about this for months before and you took classes and you got gear and it was just a mistake. Okay? So this is where I say ride your own ride, because if they make a mistake and you're not riding your own ride, you're going to make the same one, if not worse. Watch this.
Because I'm so scared.
So he went wide. His buddy went wide because he was going too fast. We're not riding our ride. The rider right here is talking about he's not confident in his skills. He needs to take it to a track, which is exactly what he should be doing. He should be taking a track day class, and he's not going fast. He's going 47 on this turn. You go to a track, you can go 47 on the track, coached and everything. Oneonly Xram had told me a lot about this. He actually just said he did champ school. I want to learn more about that. I need to get back to your text message. But the thing is, you're going to learn a lot more on the track than you are out here on the road. Because you're going to have somebody talking to you, teaching you, explaining to you everything. So when we see this, remember, his buddy made the mistake.
I'm confident right now because I'm so scared.
His buddy went wide, and we immediately gripped that brake. Look at that front brake. So we didn't hit gravel. Gravel could do the same thing, but his buddy went through the same thing. All of a sudden, we fell down. Let's take a look. We dumped it because we were trying to slow down super fast with that front brake. Now, we have a lot of other people trying to say, hey, you should be doing trail braking. You know, they're trying to teach trail braking over the internet, over YouTube videos, saying it's the end-all, be-all thing you need to do. Well, if you don't know how to do slow look, press, and roll to start, don't go to trail braking. Don't think you heard about it. It's just a little bit of front brake pressure going into the turn while you're also marrying the throttle so that it's, you know, activating a lot of front tire pressure with the weight going to the front. Therefore, you get a little bit more turn in, and you can give it a little bit of maintenance throttle throughout. Therefore, you just have more traction on the front tire. It's so hard to teach that concept over the internet that I think if anybody's trying to do that without actually having somebody on hand, or they're trying to say this is for beginners, I don't think you need to be doing that, and I don't advocate beginners trying to learn trail braking. You need to know the fundamental of slow look, press, and roll first, because you still have to slow down before the turn with trail braking. You still need to slow down before the turn with slow look, press, and roll. All we're doing with slow look, press, and roll is trying to show you each individual step. Because with trail braking, it's still slow look, press, and roll, but it's slow. It's braking throughout slow look, press, and roll. That is what you're doing. So when we tell new riders to do trail braking or apply the brakes, and they have no concept and they're not confident in the turning themselves, now we're just adding more crap that they have to know.
My problem is I'm not confident right now.
So right now, look at his hand. It's not on the front brake. It's not on the front brake. And then as soon as he sees his buddy go wide, oh, trail braking. Oh, I need to slow down. Oh, I need a brake. And then it's just too much because we're not there yet.
Now,
Watch his hand.
because I'm so scared.
Our buddy made a mistake. We did the same thing. Ours was worse because we overreacted to what they're dealing with. We have no clue what they're dealing with. If we just navigated this turn like we're supposed to, would have been fine. If he went wide and crashed, we take care of him. Stop looking at the vehicle. Stop looking at the motorcyclist. Stop looking at your buddy ahead. Ride your own ride. This is why you need to wear full gear. Knee right there. That's level 2 road rash. It's a little bit white, so we're going to get the epidermis ripped off. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it's level 3, which is going to be actual tissue underneath. But level 2, you have your nerve endings exposed. Extremely painful. Extremely painful. It looks like it's a little boo-boo, but here's the thing. It's extremely painful when you have nerve endings exposed, and your body doesn't want that. So thankfully, he's got a full gear. It looks like he's got a decent helmet, emergency pull tabs, and everything. Make sure you wear at least your pants. I mean, not at least. Make sure you wear your pants too. If you're going to have all this gear, wear some pants. That's where the knee armor is for the impact. And he's able to communicate with his friend, which never crashed, through a Bluetooth system. And we utilize the Cardo Pack Talk Bold here.
Oh, no. Let me ride again.
They're just going to be happy that you're okay. Your parents are just going to be happy that you're okay. Part of being a smart rider is acquiring and utilizing personal protective equipment. So make sure you grab yourself a jacket just like this one from REVZILLA using the link in the description. It's an affiliate link. It helps me out. No extra cost to you. Plus, it lets REVZILLA know that the DDiffin crew is pretty badass and they actually grab some gear. Anyways, click that link. I'll see you soon.
God damn. What the you guys stupid. Wow. You're both stupid. She almost made herself get T-boned. Then the other idiot kept coming at her. Stupid. Like that accident right there should tell you that when people get T-boned, it's both of them. Yes, that car coming is running a yellow light turning red. They should have stopped. But at the same time, she's in the middle of the intersection with a yellow light turning red, watching a car come at her. Would you not accelerate to get the fuck out of the way, or just not move and let the car blow through the intersection? People, think. Even though that other car's in the wrong doesn't mean you also have to be in the wrong.
All right, we're riding around here. So we're kind of slowed down because of the cyclists. We're going to go ahead and pass. They wanted to pass too. Woo, and that's scary. You have somebody else's life in your hands. Like I said, we have like 15 close calls and crashes in like less than a minute. All right, so here's a good thing. Here's a good line of sight. We can see what's ahead. We can see the cyclist causing the problem. The problem here is we don't know what's ahead on the right side, so we have a line of sight problem for anything on the other side of this vehicle. But we're going to go ahead and pass. I don't know if we indicated. I don't know if we let them know we're going to do it. But we definitely didn't give ourselves a good space cushion. But overall, this is something that can easily happen to anybody. It could have happened to me, it can happen to you. So here's what we need to do with this. We need to recognize that this person is doing this. So we have two options. We can escape to the front or escape to the rear. So applying progressive brake pressure or accelerating. Now, hopefully your passenger is paying attention too, because if you accelerate hard, they could fall off. If you decelerate really hard, they're going to fall onto you. So that's something you got to be paying attention to. You have to do smooth movements, and they need to be a little bit, not delayed, but they need to be smoother for longer when you have a passenger. Because like I said, if you accelerate quickly, you could probably do it by yourself and be fine because you're in control. But if you accelerate quickly and you have a passenger and they're not paying attention, they could fall off. If you turn too sharply by yourself, non-issue. Turn too sharply with a passenger, they're not paying attention, fall off. Same thing with braking. They can fall onto you. So that's what we need to be paying attention to for us. Now, all of those things, all those common denominators with that passenger is paying attention, right? This is why you need a pre-ride meeting with your passenger. This is why you need to have a Cardo Pack Talk Bold or some type of Bluetooth system. We utilize the Cardo Pack Talks here. Discounts in the description. But you can let them know, hey, I'm going to pass. Hey, I'm going to do this. Hey, I'm going to do this. Hey, Tommy James, 69. Hey, buddy. Turn coming up. We're going to take it sharp. They're prepped and ready. Include them in the conversation. It's not like a car where they're just sitting there and they could just kind of roll around. No, the movements of the passenger can really mess you up. So, good job with that. You see that adaptation? It was more like a navigation. So, when we talk about planning, so navigate threats, adapt to hazards. Watch this. So, he's going to swerve to the right. Good swerve. And we stayed on the road. That was really good on them. So, he did a great job, or she did a great job with that swerve with a passenger with a very minimal space cushion escape routes. Now, from here, keep your hands on the handlebars, move back into your lane so you're out of danger, and go ahead and maybe let your passenger do that. And then that's it. Not an issue. All right, so we're moving over here. Interstate. Main issues are merging issues and road hazard. Ooh, that could have been bad. So good job on the perception. So this right here is planning a ride. Good position for safety. He's orienting himself to everything. He's going to start locating hazards. He located a hazard. All he had to do is adapt to the hazard. Now, if he saw it last second, I keep saying he, but it's the rider. If the rider saw it last second, there would have been a navigation of a threat. It would have had to be an emergency swerve. But if you are paying attention, you're zoned in, locating hazards, and you're in a good position, all it really takes is a simple lane change, and literally like 1, 2, or 3 lane. So it's one, we're in lane position 1 right here. We're in lane position 1, here's lane position 2, lane position 3, lane position 3, lane position 2, lane position 1. All it is one lane change. Now, if we were over here in lane position 2, oblivious to everything, we'd have to swerve really far to the right, swerve really far to the left. So that's why you want to just kind of position yourself so all you have to do is nice little swerves. Looks like a mustache. All right. Anyways, good job on this rider. This is a smart rider. Recognized it, did a quick head check, did a little lifesaver, did it under his arm, checked the mirror. Another one, switched over one lane position. Good job. All right, here we go. We're riding around. Intersection, merge issue, illegal turn. Good job with the progressive brake pressure, recognizing it. Whew. If you want a quad lock, get a quad lock. I like rock form. All right, so we're riding around. It's not going to be too crazy. It's not in the United States. I don't know if it's going to be kilometers or not. But here's the thing. We can't trust that people are going to do what they're supposed to do. We're always going to anticipate some dum-dums out there. So what we need to be doing is practicing our situational awareness and fundamental skills. What happened in this incident? Great situational awareness, recognizing the sides of the vehicle, and great progressive brake pressure. Because if you had terrible brake pressure, which would be a panic brake or just not enough, maybe just only the rear brake, we would have hit that vehicle. So watch this. There's that side of the vehicle as soon as you see it. So what he's going to do, I'm going to put it at 25% speed. We're going to start, we just perceived it, now we're reacting, so we're just now squeezing that front brake. Now this is our total stopping distance, or this is our braking distance, plus those other things equal total stopping distance. But look at this braking distance we have. Can you stop in time? I hope so. If not, slow down enough to where you can swerve to the right lane. So he's going to be braking, buying himself some time. Last second has to swerve a little bit. So if he didn't perceive that, let's say he perceived it half a second later, side of the vehicle, we went right into it. If he perceived it a full second later, never would have perceived it, would have just hit it. Dennis, right? So what we need to be doing is perceiving it, recognizing these hazardous situations, and then practicing good progressive brake pressure. Because let's say he perceived it right away, like this video said, but we are terrible at braking and we only use the rear brake. We would have still hit the vehicle. Okay, we perceived it super early, and we do the front brake and the rear brake, but we haven't practiced it. We never really practiced it, and we didn't utilize the full potential of what we could be doing. We would have probably hit the vehicle or tippity tapped the trunk. Either way, it's a collision. So you have to have good situational awareness and you have to have good fundamental skills. And that means you have to practice, and this is what we're doing. We're practicing situational awareness here every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here at the Firehouse. We are practicing our situational awareness without having to go through these incidences ourselves, and that's the whole point of the after-action review process. Now, fundamental skills is what we do on Motorcycle Training Concepts, our second channel with almost 14,000 subscribers, by the way. Make sure you guys check it out. We got some braking videos, friction zone, U-turns, figure eights, tight turns. We got a bunch of stuff on there, and we're going to be soon having the trauma kit training on that channel. That's where that training is going to happen. So we're practicing situational awareness here and fundamental skills over there. This right here, we need to be paying attention, because if not, we would have impacted the side of the vehicle without good perception and reaction time and fundamental skill. Got very lucky. We just watched a ton of close calls and crashes. Now, if this is something you like, please show it to me by clicking that like button and commenting down below. Now, here's the thing. You have to submit your own videos in order for this to happen. So if you want to, there's a link in the description for that. But go ahead and check out this video right here, and then maybe this one right here. This one's actually pretty dang good. I had a ton of fun with this one. I'll be seeing you guys around.